listen up, you Limburger losers.
You got no chance. On skates.
Not the guy.
I know.
I'm blue collar macho man. Unions first, yeah. Fair wages for all the workers.
You think he's still riding on the Slim Jim money?
He's dead.
He's dead, dude.
He
Are you
died?
kidding me?
God, you didn't know that?
What?
Come on.
His heart exploded while he was driving.
You gotta
and he-
say brother a lot this episode. Come on,
I
brother.
said it a few times earlier.
Yeah.
And the N-word.
He got a heart attack and crashed his car into a tree.
All right, well, that's a pretty good way to go for the Macho Man.
Yeah.
No, he's in his 50s. It's not a good way to go.
Pretty cool.
That's
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you
I don't
rather
want to see
die?
Macho Man get old.
exactly.
He was looking rough out,
Yeah.
honestly.
And
the
50
white
Dude,
hair.
yeah, if he had my grandma's face, like from the last year, he's like, oh no. Are those the nurses keep stealing my medals?
Damn, he looked.
2 days ago, yeah.
Seen,
Everything changes in a day. Yeah.
seen a lot of the material. It's
Lost
killer.
my grandmother. Uh-huh. She slowly wilted away. Yeah. Like an apple left outside off the tree. Up in heaven with Macho Man. Grandma's like, my grandson loves you.
It's awesome to think you're such a boy.
Yeah.
And you're like, now my grandma's with Macho Man. You're still such a little
Oh,
boy.
wow, Andre the Giant and Nana are hanging out.
I picture this is how you do it in therapy.
Yeah,
You're just- you got to do the Macho Man voice to unload it.
Alan goes, let it out. I go, yeah, he could have came to a Little League game. Would have gave me some validation. Daddy's validation.
How did he come up with that persona?
He said, I saw an old Memphis
Cocaine.
wrestler.
That's cocaine.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
It's blow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow and steroids.
Okay.
Just getting
Yeah.
jacked and then more jacked. Brain jacked and body jacked.
See, I have a theory that old wrestling was cooler than new wrestling. It's good. The Rock and
The Rock's Attitude Era, that's old wrestling. But he's back right now.
Oh,
as
okay.
Hollywood Rock.
Is he
Let's not
back?
Get into what the new product is exceptional.
all right. I'm just saying, like the
WrestleMania
Stone
40.
Cold, it didn't have the grit and the grizzle that the
In Philly, at the link, April 7th, brother, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes.
you gave that more of a plug than your special.
Yeah.
I am a child. Yeah, no, but I know what you mean. There's nostalgia, though.
It had some stank on it, though. It felt sweaty and like they had a real problem with pills and.
When you go back to the 80s, though, they would have problems with people in the arena. Like, people would be like, these men are fighting, and I need to fight one of them. Ric Flair, when Ric Flair used to cut his promos, people were legitimately getting mad at him. Because he's in a gymnasium in Georgia going, you're all fat, ugly, and poor. And they're like, fuck you. And he's like, fuck me. I'm going to fuck your wives. I got all the money in the world. And they were legitimate. He got real heat.
Woo!
Who's the black guy that was nuts?
The one that said the N word?
No, that's
No, you're talking about Homicide and ECW?
what was his name? Who was the guy that
New
threw the
Jack.
guy? New Jack.
New Jack.
New Jack cut some nice promos.
I don't know New
They were
Jack.
like, for real, like, you guys are Klansmen, fuck you.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That
Yeah.
tag promo.
It's
he
pretty
calls,
good. It's
where he's
pretty
like, fuck
good.
you guys. Bring your Klansmen. I'll
Yeah.
fuck them up.
You remember Steve Mongo McMichael?
R.I.P.
I remember he had a promo and he was in Wisconsin and he opens by going, "Listen up, you Limburger losers," and they start booing. I'm like, that's a fucking good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got into the NFL Hall of Fame this year.
Oh man.
NFL.
Yeah, he played for the Bears. The Bears.
Damn. Now what's this?
This is New Jack
I don't know this guy.
cutting a promo.
Finally, you done went to the ultimate. You decided that you could get mad enough to sign a match between me and Mustafa, a street fight. My kind of fight, you understand? You don't know nothing about
Pause
that.
this real quick.
We
You know how
already-
cool this would be if this was our
Yeah.
promo, if this all we had to do? We'd go, Comedy Mothership. You beamed up the wrong man.
Flip it.
You beamed up the wrong man. Joe Rogan's bringing me to his home planet to bring nothing but hilarious and a kind of comedy show that I like, loose and high.
You could totally do that.
Yeah,
I
you
think that
should
would
be
work.
doing
You should be cutting wrestling promos
Yeah,
toward
absolutely.
it.
Albany Funny Bone, you beat my ass before, but this a different time. I've got new all like that zero shit. I got buried there when Shane Shane Gillis was my feature.
Oh, that one
But,
hurt. That was a tough weekend for me.
that was you went through a breakup, but I
Yeah.
always give that example.
I was crying right before the show.
Remember that MC?
Damn.
Those
That
are the
MC
best.
goes, were you crying?
That's
Yeah.
Zach Amico? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Louis J. Gomez, I'm sick of not making any money for real ass podcasts. I'm the only one providing consistent punchlines, baby. Yeah, dude, look at his forehead because of all the cuts.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
We should blade on stage. You know that joke doesn't work. You go, oh, he started bleeding. Give it some color, dude. That'd be nuts. Sam, you don't strike me as a guy that was ever into wrestling.
I loved wrestling.
You did.
I'm wearing fucking Bret Hart. I asked for
By
Bret
the way,
Hart.
Can I tell you right now? You look great.
I was telling you
Of
that.
all of us,
Let me see that.
you look fantastic.
You got
I'm
nice.
too hairy.
No
Oh,
way.
that hair is
No,
nice.
it's
on it.
working. You look
That's some NWA hair, dude. You could work.
There were no wrestlers with chest hair except Shawn Michaels.
Pull him
Great
up.
Jeff's hair.
Yeah.
And George the Animal Steel, but he was covered in hair.
This is Bret Hart Throb.
Oh, you know what? Scott Hall. Great.
Yes.
Great chest hair.
He was. He would have gotten in trouble for the Cuban voice now, though.
Oh, where he just faked like he was.
He just faked like he was Hispanic.
He just did Scarface.
I guess Pacino did that too.
yeah. Pacino
wasn't
did that.
Hispanic.
Also in
It's acting,
Carlito's
whatever.
Way. He was supposed to be Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
which they filmed right by the Village Under.
But people would be pissed
right.
about that now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a movie.
It'll come back
Movie.
around.
It'll come.
It's
back.
coming back.
We'll start playing.
Yeah, I was into wrestling. I liked Stone Cold. I liked Mankind.
Yeah.
I opened for Mick Foley
I loved
once.
Mankind.
I opened for him once, and he was the sweetest guy. And he, we had the same agent. It was
What?
back in the day. Yeah.
Holy
So back in
shit.
the day when he started doing
Yeah.
it, I was doing The World at Broadway, and it was a blizzard.
Yeah.
And I was in that young comic brain where you're like, I'll fight through anything to get on stage.
Yeah.
And I walked through a blizzard to Broadway, and I walked into The World, and Aaron Haber goes, "Oh, you're bumped." And I go, "For how long?" And he goes, "Mick Foley's on stage." And I went, "Yeah, Mankind." And I walked in the room, and Mick Foley was just chilling on
Yeah.
stage. And he
Yeah.
was so nice after the
So nice. Yeah. I headlined the weekend there. It was like back. It was the
He's the thumbs
Westport.
up.
Why?
Remember the
Give Mick
Westport?
Foley thumbs up, dude.
The Westport Funny Bone. You ever do that one? It was like the bad St. Louis one.
Oh,
I love that room.
It was in between a gun store and a bird store.
Yes.
It was a weird vibe. But I remember they were like, you can open for him on the other show. And the first thing he goes on stage, he goes, "Man, that Sam's fucking dirty." That's how we opened the show.
He's a fucking pillhead.
And I know.
I
And
got
then-
thrown off a cage.
but he goes, "I'll curse once." And he was fun with it. He was cool. We talked after. He's very nice.
Dude, I always say you should go watch Beyond the Mat when him and The Rock have a match, and The Rock beats the shit out of him with a chair, hits him with a chair like 20
Was
times,
that the I Quit match?
and then has to apologize to Mick Foley's small children backstage when they're like,
Whoa.
and The Rock's like, "No, I didn't mean to hurt him. Your dad's got mana." That's like The Rock on him. It's fucking wild.
Did you see Iron Claw?
Not yet.
Ooh.
I want
I want to watch
It's
that.
good.
It's good.
I want to watch
Very
that.
good. It's a tearjerker. I mean, it's sad as
I mean,
shit.
the Von Erich family is very tragic.
Cursed.
Everyone died.
Acting's great.
Oh, this is
Oh,
it.
here we
This
go.
match fucked me up
Really?
because I knew it wasn't his voice. It's a fake recording of the I Quit.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's not real. He yelled that earlier. I know that's not his real voice.
So fun.
Oh, hit him in the nads.
Do you know what I liked about him is Mick Foley has my bottom half.
That's
Wide hips.
Bro, I loved. Look at that. That
Yeah.
looks like me crawling on there. I
You
loved Mick
crawling
Foley.
around on your couch watching this?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. They like
This is very
I knew
impressive.
it was crap.
the conspiracy theories.
I was. Yeah.
You're like, dude, there's something's not right.
Gateway to Q, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you go,
brutal.
He's fucking adrenochrome, dude.
I hope Q comes back.
It is. It'll come back.
Q needs to come back for this
The
election.
tide will rise.
It's coming.
We need it.
Is that him in a
feel it.
Coogee sweater
QG.
with tassels? Dude, the tassel, can I just say, by wearing them casually right now, inconvenient. For everyday
That's
life,
too long.
too much stuff.
This is crazy. You're off in my lap here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm everywhere.
Yeah, it's weird. Aside from the fighting, there's a lot of like creative elements where you're
It's
like, I need a
figure-
cool outfit. I need a
figure
cool
skating with
character.
fake fighting.
Yeah.
There you go. Is it still going?
What?
Never mind.
WWE?
Yeah.
They just merged with UFC.
Shut up.
Yeah. Have you been hearing about the Vince McMahon stuff?
Oh, we've been joking.
That I've been hearing about.
Well, now apparently there's a whole bunch of other cases coming out. They got cases on every.
Really?
What else is he? Yeah, Brock Lesnar, right?
Brock Lesnar's out now. Stephanie McMahon, they said they got a case.
What'd she do?
on. I don't know. It's all crazy shit. By the way, it's all stuff that people with shaved bodies on steroids would do, which is like weird sex. Look at my body.
Yeah.
Weird sex too.
What did Brock do?
he liked the lady that worked in the office. Vince McMahon's texts was like, he wants to watch you piss.
That's not so
He
bad.
says says it's hot.
Just set up a camera like a normal person.
Yeah,
you don't request. That's creepy.
Vince McMahon's texts, you were like, the fact that he took a dump, he's accused of taking a dump on a woman's head during a devil's threesome. If you're like, you're double teaming a chick, and then the guy's like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Shit.
Then he pulls his pants down though in a silly way where he's like,
Yeah. Whatever happened to a folding chair?
yeah.
Dump on a head?
She would rather get thrown off a cage
Yeah.
than get dump on her head.
He poops in her, then he hits the no chance music.
Yeah.
An open air dump during a fucking orgy.
To poop with two naked aroused people in the room. Here's my question.
That's impressive.
Was he aroused? You wonder if he was like,
You ever been fucking and had to shit? So you're holding in a shit while...
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
that's how you live your life?
I always have to.
You're like the Incredible Hulk. You're like, I always have to poop. My secret, I always have to poop.
An open air dump during a fucking orgy.
To poop with two naked aroused people in the room. Here's my question.
That's impressive.
Was he aroused? You wonder if he was like,
You ever been fucking and had to shit? So you're holding in a shit while...
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
that's how you live your life?
I always have to.
You're like the Incredible Hulk. You're like, I always have to poop. My secret, I always have to poop. Just nylon.
Oh, yeah.
Leather pants on.
Yeah, you look good in that too, man.
Oh,
You guys
thank
all
you.
look good.
It all fits. You got our sizes down.
This is all right.
Peters.
Yeah, we don't usually do costumes, but he's a wrestling guy.
Yeah,
We're like, we should
it's
do
fun.
it.
We have the IRS guy in the back. If you want.
Dude, Erwin R. Shyster.
No, I need Boss Man.
Big Boss Man was
Yeah.
the man.
Pull him up.
Dude,
He was the
County,
man.
That song, he's like, when you're walking down the field, never cross the line. Just bring up Big Boss Man's theme song. It's I'm doing it justice.
You'll see Cop Boss
When
Man.
you better crossing zone, we'll be serving all time. See? Cobb County, Georgia.
These guys must have gotten laid like crazy.
The Boss Man.
The run into the ring is pretty badass.
Sidewalk slam.
So awesome.
It's
John
pretty
Cena being able to run and slide into the ring, because like Vince McMahon tried that and blew both of his quadrants.
Is that how he got fucked up?
And then he couldn't finish the
He had to
match.
sit there and be
He's
like-
sitting down. He's like yelling, but his legs are useless.
Oh, wow.
It's like Lieutenant Dan when he falls out of the wheelchair on New Year's Eve. Get out of here!
The fact that he wasn't like rolling around
this.
in pain.
Is there footage of Vince McMahon doing that?
This is it.
This is it?
Yeah, watch the
How
guy
long?
slide into the ring.
Quads out.
He blows both of his quads right here.
Watch.
Oh, no.
I can't feel my legs.
Tastes like cigarettes.
Look at that.
Betrayed me.
I guess they have do you have to have a code or something when
Isn't
that
that
happens?
crazy?
Was
what
it
the
Shane
girl
O'Mac
looked
did
like.
it too? Didn't he blow up?
Shane O'Mac was at WrestleMania
It was
last
really
year.
bad. Get that one.
Dude,
This is a
Shane,
rough one.
Shane
dude.
McMahon at WrestleMania last year, he comes into the ring and he was like a surprise where everyone was like, Shane McMahon is here. And he goes, 1, 2, and he falls and they're like, well, that's the match. And they just have the guy hook the leg. And you're like, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, but back in the
great.
day, I remember when he fought X-Pac, he was like flying and
Yo, dude,
that
he
guy
did a
was-
lot recently where he would basically Shane McMahon was great at just throwing himself off of
Yeah, it
things.
was pretty good.
But
At first, he sucked.
yeah.
And then, he started taking
You ever see the
chances.
Kurt Angle one where they can't get the glass to break?
No.
And he just keeps throwing him into this glass. Do the Shane McMahon injury last year at WrestleMania.
Yep.
But then do the Kurt Angle,
I might get back into wrestling.
Shane
Wrestling's
McMahon.
fun, dude.
I always liked
I got
that. I just haven't
Lemaire.
watched it.
Lemaire lives with me now, and all he does is watch wrestling. He
Yeah.
watches
Really?
all of them, like all the different leagues. Oh yeah, Snoop.
Oh, yeah.
Snoop has to punch a guy or something.
Yeah,
What?
Snoop was like, let's fight Miz. And so they do the match.
Doesn't he like save it? Doesn't Snoop save it?
Yeah. So he does right here. Here it is.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, poor guy.
Oh, and then what was the other one?
Wait, what do you do here? How do you
gotta-
improvise?
gotta-
They improvise. Snoop punches him in the
Yeah.
face.
Oh.
Yeah,
watch.
Snoop comes and punches him. There you go.
Hey.
I think he really punched him.
Snoop knew to just jump in and do something.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Fucking
that'll be like-
entertainer.
yeah.
Man, I saw Rowdy Piper around every now and then.
Yeah, he did comedy for a little bit.
He was on an episode of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Really?
He
Yeah.
was great on Always Sunny. Yeah, he was like a legit tough guy. Those old school guys, you had to be really good at fighting.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the whole thing was like back in the territory days, they're like, if you're not tough enough, if you get into a bar fight and lose to a random guy in the town and you have the championship, you can't have the championship anymore.
Exactly.
Because then some guy that works at a steel mill is like, I beat up Ric Flair. or you're like Dusty Rhodes, you're like, it was a cheap shot, baby. I never saw him coming. And the guy's like, not at all. I squared up on him.
You ever see the footage of Dusty Rhodes in the celebrity basketball game?
Dude, he can ball.
He can fucking ball.
Really?
Really?
A fat dude who can ball.
By the way, I got sent that. It's funny to see whenever there's a wrestling clip that goes viral, so many people send it to me like, wrestling. And you're like, I know, I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited to hang out with Lemaire this weekend.
Yeah,
talk about
nice. You guys can get high and watch wrestling.
Oh my god!
Yeah, well, go back. You pull back where
He's huge.
he's enormous. Look at that. Look at that Jay.
Wow.
He's
Count
raining,
it.
dude. Love it.
Look at that.
Oh, he's putting up the 3 fingers.
Yeah, he did. What year is this?
He knows to cut. He knows what he's doing.
Look at that.
Hell yeah.
This looks like when you played Legion of Skanks. Just guys in t-shirts like that.
That's so fun.
Oh my god, dude. Dude. Those guys were athletes and like also alcoholics and also tuckers. They used to take somas all the time. That was like their big thing.
Is that,
What's that?
Is that a
Pain pill.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd be like, like old school wrestlers get on podcasts and they'll be like, brother, the somas. They're talking about it. It's great. I love it.
So you're a historian, the WWE historian, right?
Not really, but I know.
Do you know a story about the guy who got stabbed in the DR?
Yeah, that's Bruiser Brody.
What happened?
That wasn't.
That was fucking amazing.
Not really.
Not a historian.
He wasn't working with the WWE. He was doing a private. He was doing an independent in Puerto Rico, and they think there was a dispute over money, and then he got stabbed in the showers and died.
Pull it up.
Wow.
But Bruiser Brody was like, he was awesome. Yeah. He was. There was rumors that originally WrestleMania 2 was supposed to be Hulk Hogan versus Bruiser Brody, but Bruiser Brody got killed.
And he was just doing a shit gig there?
He was just doing it like what we would do.
It's so many parallels to comedy.
Totally.
You're just doing like a one-nighter.
Yep.
Bruiser Brody used to do this thing where he'd hold his hand and go, hush, hush, hush. If you find video of it, you're like, what the fuck? But everyone in the 80s was like, he's crazy.
He looks crazy. Yeah. He's like a fucking
But he was like a family
magician.
man. He had like a family that he really loved, and he would like always try to go home as fast as possible to like his family.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like huge in Japan. He was really, because he was like a really big guy and like weird looking.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, he got stabbed to death in the showers.
Damn.
So
That fucking sucks.
Yikes.
they just like,
The DR.
you know how we have comics? Do you know how comics tell stories about like bookers putting guns on tables and shit?
Yeah.
This is way worse.
Way worse.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all about getting fucked up. Like just hearing what Andre the Giant used to drink. That was my favorite part.
My favorite part of his documentary is where they cover his alcoholism.
Oh, yeah.
27, he drank a case of wine.
Case of wine.
Case of wine.